On today's episode, we're going to do a walkthrough of a research clinic. And Lana's still here. So Lana's leaving after a long day of work. It was pretty decent. I even did something. I did a rating scale. Patient's pretty cool. What do you think of this building compared to up to par, office, or?
This was what makes it fantastic.
Okay.
You work a hard day, sometimes don't take stairs.
Oh, so the elevator. Okay.
Although I'm a stair.
What do you prefer, coming here, where it's like kind of our hub, or each individual clinic?
Honestly, I don't have a preference. Although, like, I'm more relaxed here. So I know when I come here, there's like catch up. And it is that we've done, you catch up on, rather opposed to at the other location is more like patient hands-on, make sure that, this is ready to go. I mean, not everything's fully functioning over there. And our access-wise, I have, more room here.
Monitors always ask if we have parking arrangements, like at some of the bigger institutions like UCLA. And yes, we offer ample parking. As you can see, it's 3 empty spots right now, maybe more. 6 empty spots plus the street. So if you're a monitor and want to give us studies, just parking is not an issue. And neither is the coordinator, you see? Thank you, Lana. Have a good one. Get those waterproof earplugs, okay? So, this is where we park. We come in through here. We do have a waiting room down here. Shout out to Judy and Daniel, because I saw that site tour and got jealous. So we're going to do one right now. Yuma Clinical Trials, right here. There's a sign there. The building's owned by a plumbing company. You guys may have seen Izzy before in some of our videos. She's become a good friend of ours, and they own the building. They've been very accommodating to us, and they did a really good job. Like, shout out to the good landlords out there. So as soon as you come out, we have a waiting room with AC mini split here. The first thing you'll see, okay, is our receptionist area. And if no one's there, like most often is the case because the admin's usually calling, scheduling patients, we have a doorbell and it says ring for research. So you ring this. A lot of times people will want to come in here because it says Yuma Clinical Trials, but this is one of our exam rooms. So we keep it locked for patient privacy. We have a sign that says go around or ring the doorbell. More signs that show you where we are. And I guess the first room I'll start with is our main hub, where this is like where the employees kind of work. Katie, our lead CRC, has a desk here. This is quote unquote my desk when I am here. Patients can do cognitive skills here. We have a whiteboard. We have a conference room to meet up with monitors. We have really nice signage. Shout out to my wife. Good for podcast. Storage space. Some SOS memorabilia. Sites rock. Little lunch and snack area. And people can bring guests like we have today. A young YouTuber on site. So welcome. Thank you for coming. A little lounge. This is the one that connected on the other side of that door I showed you. So we have a centrifuge, phlebotomy chair, ECG setup, exam table, hazard waste, all the stuff you would expect to see, vital cards, hazardous waste, all that kind of stuff in here. You might recognize it from the podcast because sometimes we just do podcasts from the phlebotomy chair. So that might be a familiar background for hardcore Guru Nation. We'll have receptionist or admin sitting, greeting people. But like I said, we have that doorbell because sometimes they're busy with patients. Another private room We've been using this for psychometric rating scales, so doing psychiatric assessments on patients, or monitoring space. So it kind of doubles as both. It's a private room, quiet room. We have nice relaxing nature sounds, if you can hear. See? Very peaceful, serene. And then you come around, drug room. This is where all the magic happens. This is the IP, investigational product. So we've got ambient, refrigerated, temperature controlled. We have this orange outlet, which signifies, yes, it is a backup generator. So if the building loses power, anything plugged into these orange things continue going on. Okay, and then we have incubators. We've got just plenty of room for drug storage. Matter of fact, we could put more here as we grow. We've been growing as a newer company. So a lot of people have questions about the investigational product rooms. Does it need to be secured? The answer is yes. As long as your SOP is compliant with a double lock. So this is double locked because we have this door is locked, and then each individual cabinet is locked with different keys that open it. During the day, we might unlock it if we have patients, and then the fridge too. This fridge we haven't used yet for IP, but we have a brand new study, so we're going to put a lock on this fridge, just like we have on this one. And so refrigerated, ambient IP, and the building itself is also double locked because there's those doors that we walked in through. At night, it's locked, so that's triple locked, and then we have the door leading up from the stairs that's locked, so quadruple locked, but you only need double locked. And limited access, so when we are not using it, it stays locked. So to prevent traffic. The way we operate, as you heard Lana mention, is we have different clinics around town. So we have Dr. Smith, who's our internal medicine. He has his own clinic. Dr. Shaw, who's a pulmonary and respiratory therapist. He's a board-certified pulmonologist and sleep specialist. He's got his own office. One of these days, we'll do a tour of each of those individually. But this is our hub, and then those are the spokes. So we'll go from here, we can go to Dr. Shaw's office. That'd be a spoke. Or we go from here to Dr. Harris's office, who's the dermatologist. That's another spoke. Or Dr. Alluri, the psychiatrist, neurologist. That's another spoke. But they also come here when it's easier for patients to be seen here, or just logistically, it's better to do the research here because those are busy private practice clinics. And research studies, some of the visits are really long. Some of them could be 8 hours. The average visit is about 1 to 2 hours, but some could be 8 hours, and you're just taking up a lot of the space of the private practice, not to mention the storage. I mean, this is nothing compared to if you actually go see one of our other clinics, how much storage stuff we have there, like just lab kits everywhere. So if we go back to this room, so let me show you the other room first, and then we'll go back and show you the lab kits. So this, we just got this space, and we didn't even have a sign yet, but we needed more space because this is the hub for our 5 PIs. So we have monitoring space, coordinating space. We could actually see patients here. You could do psychometric scales here. We were thinking to have a conference table here, like a small one, to like if we have 2 site selection visits happening at the same time, we could do one in the other room you saw, do one here. Or if patients are being seen in there, you can see another patient in here. And just like you saw that pony wall in the other room, here we will put a pony wall, and we will have another exam table right here, and maybe another phlebotomy chair. But for patient privacy, we'll have another pony wall here. And then in Arizona, it gets really hot, so all the rooms have their own mini splits. But so far, we've only had this particular suite for a week. take that back, a month, but we only furnished it a week ago. We haven't really used it for anything yet, but we could easily, because we're starting about 4 new studies pretty soon, start seeing patients here, start having monitors here, start meeting with PIs here if the PI wants to come, have a place to work. We have one of our psychologists that's going to use the other office there that I showed you, use it for work. So you always need more space in research. Like, research occupies a lot of space. The reason every single suite here is 213 is for regulatory purposes. So we got a business license, but that was our original suite. So all the suites we have are suite 213. We have one contract with the landlord for suite 213, which is all of our offices kind of connected but separate, which is kind of what you need in the medical clinic. CLIA waiver is also suite 213. And you just need a lot of space in research because of the lab kits, the different supplies that they send, and the space starts getting carried away like really quickly. I visited some sites in Manhattan, and they put lab kits in the rafters because space comes at a premium out there. Out here in Arizona, not the case, but having good space is still hard to get. We're probably going to end up buying more cabinets like this because these store lab kits and boxes. And this is just some of the many. Like I said, at our other clinic, we have boxes there. Just about every single PI that we work with, we have boxes and supplies. And this is for one of the COPD studies. There's just always stuff that they send, and sponsors send things without regard for how much space you actually have. So I can imagine the room we just came out of is going to get full with supplies at some point too. So, and we use electronic everything, and we still have a couple of reg binders, more lab kits, alcohol tests, thermometers. This one is empty. So the next study that we get, which is we already have, they're going to send us a bunch of kits. This is going to be full. So this cabinet's going to be full. So we're going to just need more cabinets, and we're just going to put them in that other room because space in research, once you outgrow the doctor's clinic, unless they have a good amount of space, like no one has unlimited space, but unless they have a lot of space in their office, they're going to be overwhelmed by the amount of stuff coming in. And I showed you the IP room here. We have another IP room at one of our other doctor's clinics. We have another IP room at another one of our doctor's clinics. These are just some of the studies that we have here where we ran out of space at the clinic. So it's nice to have. We've kind of evolved into this hub and spoke model, but we started out as just a single clinic / site built into the clinic. And now we've evolved into a multi-site, multi-specialty hub and spoke model. And I'm glad, like, for fans of this show, like, you should go see Judy Galindo's site. That's an embedded research site in a private practice clinic. This is that too at some of our PIs, but then it's also a standalone for some of our other PIs. And it's just how we've evolved due to space limitations and PI's time. A lot of the PIs prefer that they come here or that we go to them. So we just have options here. But so far it's worked for us. I do see a world where in another 6 months we probably occupy another suite in this building just for more space, for kits, for seeing patients, for putting monitors. If I look on the board, we have 6 studies. We have 3 studies in startup right now, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 studies in the pipeline, which will probably get all of them. So that's just way more kits, way more IP, way more monitor space, way more patients. But ultimately, that's what you want to do with your business is grow it. So that's the quick site tour. Wanted to give you guys that and give a little bit of context behind the rationale for the setup and all that stuff. So thank you for watching. Let me know if you have questions. Like, subscribe, comment, share. Bye-bye. Hey, if you guys like that kind of content, make sure you like, subscribe, comment, share. Stay tuned for more videos.